सन् 2026 पछि नेपाल अति कम विकसित मुलुक एलडिसीबाट विकासशील मुलुकमा स्तरोन्नति हुँदैछ। यस्तै सन् 2030 सम्ममा दिगो विकासका लक्ष्य हासिल गरिसक्नुपर्ने समय सीमा छ। यी दुवैका लागि नेपाललाई लगानीको ठूलो आवश्यकता छ। पछिल्लो समय श्रम तथा आप्रवासन नेपालमा लगानीको स्रोत एवं अर्थतन्त्रकै आधारको रूपमा रहेको छ। आप्रवासनमा नेपाली श्रमिकसँगै विद्यार्थीको हिस्सा समेत दिनानुदिन बढ्दै गएको छ। सुरक्षित र सुन्दर भविष्यको खोजीमा अध्ययन तथा रोजगारीका लागि नेपाली विद्यार्थी विश्वका विभिन्न मुलुक पुग्ने गरेका छन्।
Nepali migrants plus around 300 students left the country every day, totaling around 2,500. And there are 12 rural municipalities where the total population is less than 2,500. So it means that every day one rural municipality is vacating. There won't be any people there. So that's the kind of seriousness that we are facing. And I think if you go by the population versus the number of Nepali living abroad, probably Nepal accounts for the largest. If you talk about a country which is comparable to Nepal with a population of around 30.
दिगो विकासका लागि आप्रवासन एवं लगानी सुदृढीकरणको विषयमा गत साता काठमाडौँमा विशेष छलफल कार्यक्रम आयोजना गरियो। कार्यक्रममा प्रस्तुत गरिएको कार्यपत्रले अस्ट्रेलिया, जापान जस्ता विकसित मुलुकमा नेपाली विद्यार्थीको उपस्थिति बढिरहेको देखाएको छ। साथै बढ्दो आप्रवासनकै कारण नेपाल रेमिट्यान्स भित्र्याउने अग्रणी मुलुकमा पर्दै आएको छ।
These are supported by some of the statistics that's coming from Australia and Japan. In Australia and Japan, Nepalis are the third largest students in terms of the populations, and in USA is the 12th largest. So that speaks the volume of the Nepali students in these countries. And so last year, the total amount that we sent abroad for students' educations crossed 100 billion rupees. I think if you compare that with the size of GDP, that could be the highest for funding the students. And Nepal is consistently falls on the top 10 remittance receiving country in the world in terms of remittance with the GDP comparison. And in South Asia, Nepal happens to be on the top with around 27%. So this is the global comparison, but in terms of Nepal's own estimate, last year it was around 22%. And this year, if you see the trend of first 5 months, then probably this year will hit around 25% of the GDP coming as remittance, which is, by the way, quite huge.
विगत 2 दशक यता रेमिट्यान्स नेपाली अर्थतन्त्रको मेरुदण्ड नै बन्दै आएको छ। रेमिट्यान्स आप्रवाहले नेपालीको जीवनस्तरमा समेत ठूलो परिवर्तन ल्याएको छ।
Remittance is also helping the banking industry and its financial inclusion in a way that the kind of mobile penetration we have there and at the country at this level, even at the rural level, that has helped us for the digitization and financial inclusion. Ultimately, that will definitely help for increasing the savings and for directly utilizing this remittance coming into the country. We have endless possibilities in sectors like hydropower. We are now already exporter of hydropower, and we're going to produce 28,000 megawatt. That's what the private sector is contemplating. So in that case, if we can link the remittances coming into the country and those sectors, and banking industry can also play the role, then probably they'll also have a reason for them to think about routing the investment through that.
नेपालमा अधिकांश रेमिट्यान्स बैंकिङ प्रणालीबाट भित्रने गरेको छ। यद्यपि रेमिट्यान्सको केही हिस्सा अनौपचारिक माध्यमबाट भित्रने गरेकाले यसको व्यवस्थापनमा चुनौती कायमै छ।
Last year we achieved about $10 billion, but what I understand is the same amount of remittances of funds coming into the country or is through the informal channels. We are saying it's 10 billion, but there could be another 10 billion either coming into the country or not even coming, parking somewhere else through the informal. I think our challenge is, for the banking also and for us also, to manage that, how we can, direct that informal kind of money flow into the country through the informal system. Then probably that could have a different impact or could bring a change into the thing. We don't know the numbers, but that's where I think we need to ponder upon and think about how we can attract those things, and private sector also could play a role on that.
विश्वव्यापीकरणको अहिलेको समयमा आप्रवासन सामान्य गतिविधि हो, तर नेपालको आप्रवासन भने अझै पनि पूर्ण रूपले सुरक्षित, व्यवस्थित र दिगो बन्न सकेको छैन।
We all are migrated from one place to another places. There is a very popular saying in Indian mythology, Ram ban gaye. So by migration, after migration, people gather knowledge, people gather attitude, change, skills, so many things. So migration is there, but how we manage safe and orderly migration, that is very important question. And the issue of migration cost is there, the safety of the people, occupational safety of the people, the health hazard. The 36% of kidney dialysis patient in Kathmandu are less than 40 years of old migrant worker returned from Gulf and Malaysia. So it's a very critical health hazard also there. So how we make these things in orientation, skill training and healthcare services, there are issues. The issue raised by Excellency Ambassador is access to finance. The entire country's narrative is access to finance means the finance gate for Mr. Rajbhandari ji or Khetan ji or Golsa ji. The access to finance never get for the people who wants to migrate or start any small enterprises as an entrepreneur less than 1 million price cost.
नेपाल राष्ट्र बैंकका अनुसार चालु आर्थिक वर्षको पहिलो 6 महिनामा नेपालमा 7 खर्ब 33 अर्ब 22 करोड रेमिट्यान्स भित्रिएको छ, जुन गत आर्थिक वर्षको सोही अवधिको तुलनामा 25.3% बढी हो। गत साउनदेखि पुससम्ममा वैदेशिक रोजगारीका लागि 3,43,405 जनाले श्रम स्वीकृति लिएका छन्।